Hello, everybody. You can call me Hunch, and today I'm going to be going over stacks. I'm going to give you an update on stacks. Sorry, my room is a little messy. It's always a little messy. I'm always remodeling my house. Don't judge me. It just means I'm productive, okay? That means you can trust me, all right? Unlike those lunatics. Am I right? Anyway, I know the crypto markets have been insane. I've made a lot of videos, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I called the crypto winter. I called that Luna was a centralized garbage coin, right? Albeit I did say if any type of decentralized, right, kind of stablecoin could win, it would be one that had Bitcoin reserves. Turns out it's possible that he just bought the Bitcoin and made off with it. It was all a scam all to begin with, or it's possible it was legitimate. I don't think we'll ever truly know. All I know is Lunatic failed, or Luna failed, and kind of Bitcoin maxis take a lot of heat. They always say this. Nobody ever listens. It's kind of brutal. I feel bad for them, but let's move on. And I hope there's not too much regulation. I hope there's smart regulation that comes from this, because I do think it's coming. I think these are securities. There should be some type of legal framework, right? You can't let the market always do with it what you want, right? I mean, maybe, but if we were to do that, then there would only be like one oil company. There would only be one tech company, right? Usually. So technically, I do think there needs to be good competition, and that I do think regulation comes from, even though I'm not, it comes from regulation, even though I'm not a big fan of regulation. So I hope the market can sort itself out on its own, but I just think people are too greedy. They don't understand, and that's the way it is. All right, let's dive on in. So this is the Bitcoin chart, right? Okay, so you can see that we're at support right here. I hope it holds. If we are in a bear market, right, it will kind of look like this, right? And it could tread that way for another 2.5 years. Now, I said this in my video talking about Bitcoin, right? I say it a lot in all my videos that this is a possibility. Now, I just want to throw that stipulation out there. If we don't get our act together, right, with altcoins and maybe good regulation, Bitcoin could meet its demise from our own, from us, right? I mean, we could destroy the thing that we love because we're so greedy and we don't understand the technicals, right? Bitcoin maxis catch a lot of flack, but you guys have to remember the world is shaped collectively, yes, but a very small cohort of people envision the future, right? For example, Elon Musk, and people before him, right? Benjamin Franklin, who had a lot to do with electricity, so on and so on, so forth, right? So I'm not saying Bitcoin maximalism is the answer. There is a chance that it's wrong, but we can destroy beautiful things because we hate them and we despise them because we didn't notice them first, right? This is not the way forward, right? The way forward is decentralization, right? And we found out that decentralization from Luna is not just something that you can say and it makes it decentralized, or buy Bitcoin and it makes it decentralized. Decentralization is a way to make a thing not vulnerable to attacks and just keep working, right? Bitcoin has worked for 13 years. So I just want to throw that out. Okay, now if we go look at stacks, you can see that these two charts, right, are looking very similar, right? We've got this like huge, okay, it's going down. I'm not going to do a lot of technical analysis, right? We've got this huge thing and it's going down, okay? So it's so obvious that Bitcoin is controlling the market, right? And everybody wants, everyone is attacking Bitcoin, but really there's no point to crypto without Bitcoin, right? The proof of work, which shows that the transaction really actually happened. It's incorruptible, right? And then it's decentralized, right? Like if we don't have decentralization, we've just got securities on the NASDAQ, right? It's just no point. I really wish people would understand that. But a lot of people don't, and a lot of people just go through their lives and want to be kind of pawns in the system, right? So I don't want that to happen. Hopefully we can come through this and keep going, but God, the attacks from Ripple, from altcoiners, from everybody who just don't understand, or they do understand and they know that they can't control Bitcoin and they want to control the future. So go ahead and criticize me all you want. I'll go back in a few months and show you. And I've been doing this. I've been responding to my critics like, so what now? Like, are you a little more humble, right? And they're never humble, right? They're just so angry at the world, right? Like a lot of us. But the answer is not more centralization, it's decentralization, right? So anyway, now I'm going to be talking about Stacks NFTs. If I was going to bet on a collection, I would do it on Satoshiables. Why do I think that is? I think they're classic. I think there's a lot of variety and that people can identify with these characters, right? There's a human aspect to them. There's a kind of monster or surreal aspect to them that people identify with, right? And also, they're coming out with monster Satoshiables, right? So a lot of people could identify with this type of Satoshable, right? And that's what you want. You want art to identify with your emotions, right? And how you view yourself, right? Your individuality, right? And I think NFTs speak a lot to that, right? Now, if they're computer generated, I'm always going to say like, I really don't think there's a lot of inherent value because you don't know who the artist is. But, maybe this type of trend continues with the computer generated art like Mutant Apes and Bored Apes, right? But so this is the bet I would be making, right? Satoshiables. If you're into NFTs. I'm not huge into them. I'd rather have sound money, right? Now, it's pretty cool. There's been a lot of updates to Byzantinian and Gamma.io, which used to be Stacks NFTs, right? Now it's showing the percentage up, right? And I think this is a cool one to mint. If you want to mint something, I would be minting this. It's basically like pigs, right? Pigs are lit. And it doesn't show them, right? So you'll mint it and you'll get to see what you get, right? It's kind of random. I did that with an NFT the other day, right? Now, Megapon Apes, I think they're going to release a coin. I would not be against investing in that if you have a lot of money. Remember, these are high risk. This is not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor, right? But these could stand the test of time. Why do I think that, right? Because I think there's a lot you can do with this, right? Like classic gaming characters kind of have this vibe, right? And I just think they do speak to that individuality quite a bit, right? So I think that's a good bet if you do want to. There's huge discounts, obviously, because Stacks has fallen down to what it was when I first discovered Stacks, right? And I couldn't figure out how to buy it, and I never had that opportunity, right? So I only got to start buying at the low ones. Now, luckily, I've been able to buy it at this price. I'm continuing to stack, right? Earn that Bitcoin interest, spreading out my risk, right? That's one of the reasons Stacks is beautiful. You can spread your risk between Bitcoin and the smart contract layer, right? And then I have a little bit of Ethereum, obviously, if that takes off, and et cetera, et cetera. Now, it's pretty cool what's going on with this. So, for example, let's click Mutant Money. Oh, wow. I've never done this before. That's pretty cool. So you can put your Bitcoin monkey in there and create a mutant monkey. But, wow, you can still mint mutant monkeys. That's pretty awesome. That's cool. So I never even did that. You can connect your mutant. You can mint it in this little chamber. That's very interesting. That's probably how the mutant apes work. Okay, anyway, so let's click this. Now they got order books now for NFTs, which is interesting. It shows the flow, the acts, right, activity. You can see how the volume has gone up, trended up or down over the last a time period of your choosing, right? And it's really becoming a high quality market, right? Where you can really look into it and see what value you're getting to yourself, right? Super easy to connect your wallet. You can do that with the Xverse wallet I showed you on your mobile phone, or you could do it with your Stacks wallet up here, right? Which you can connect to, okay? So super interesting. I really like it. I think it's Stacks is a great platform, right? And then go on Stacks and you can see, right? They're still making gains in into the market, right? They're getting on more exchanges. They're integrating with more platforms, right? You can see everything dropped. Total value locked. This was way higher. Total value has dropped quite a bit across the market, not just Stacks, everything, right? So Luckily, Stacks doesn't lock you in until it merges, right? Like in Ethereum. So that kind of screws a lot of people who want to get out. But I would be a buyer here. I think the market is developing beautifully. Remember, high risk, high returns, not a financial advisor. Do what you want. I'd be stacking as much Bitcoin in Stacks here. And I am, right? I'm pretty much not doing anything except stacking these two items. I'm not stacking Ethereum. I'm not stacking Avalanche. I'm not stacking nothing, okay? You can call me Hunch. This is my Stacks update. You guys are